regarding community-based nutrition projects and has also been awarded with an international award from UK for her scientific achievements. So it's an honor and pleasure to have you here today with us, Doctor. So I invite you over the virtual stage. Over
Thank
to
you so much. I am really happy to be here among all of you. And we are about to start a very exciting session on immunity. And I'm sure all of us are really geared up on it. Can I have the slides, please?
Yes.
Hi. So what really comes to your mind when you talk about immunity? Immunity seems to be an overconfidence that all of us have that, I may not get this infection, or, I really cannot have COVID. And this is the kind of scenario we've been seeing day in and day out in the hospital. So let's have a ground reality check and understand that can we be the victims of poor immunity, or is there any scope for us to improve the immunity? So with that, we'll start the discussion today. Next slide, please. Yes. So if we understand immunity well, immunity is just like a war that we are fighting on the line of control. So if you have your line of control, what is it that first comes to your mind is how many soldiers do I have? What is the kind of equipments I'm carrying? Do I have enough, bombs and the other things? So similarly, when you talk of immunity, the first thing that comes to your mind is, am I having enough innate immunity? That means the inherited properties that I get from my parents, my healthy skin, my chemical barriers, which are genetic as well as lifestyle dependent, and my cellular defense, which is my soldiers. So with all this in mind, we have the innate immunity, which consists of our physical barriers, our skin, the mucosal lining inside the body, which traps the bacteria and the virus. The other thing is passive immunity, which comes from the history of the vaccinations that you as a child has had or your mothers have had. So there are certain infective protections that we may get from, say, the flu vaccine shots or from the MMR shots. So this also creates our passive immunity and the kind of maternal genetic predisposition that all of us have. So in totality, we have innate and adaptive immunity. Now let's move forward and understand in detail. Next slide, please. Yes. So when we are born, a lot of us have different exposures in our immunity, starting from the kind of maternal exposure, the nutrition, the kind of environment in which a child is born, the genetic makeup, the stress, immunity that a child is born with. And as the child grows, the atmosphere, the feeding practices, the kind of exposure that the child has had will determine how strong or weak the immunity would be. Now, if you're talking about children, the number of children that they are living with, it could be a joint family, it could be multiple children in the same family, it could be a daycare exposure where the child has been exposed to multiple children carrying different kinds of infections, or it could be the pets that the child has been grown up with, or the kind of infection history that the child has had. So these have a positive impact on the child because this is the kind of exposure that the child has had, and they would have better antibodies. One negative factor here is the use of antibiotics. Now, of late, we are seeing that, when parents come to us for the treatment of their children, they are very disappointed if we do not start any medications. And they feel that, you need to give something to the child to relieve the symptoms. The moment you do that and introduce a lot of antibiotics is when you're not trusting the immune system of the child, and you are adding some additional drugs which will weaken the immunity. So make sure that the antibiotic exposure is less, so that each individual's immunity can be, really at power to take care of the infection that the person has. Tend to have a negative impact on our immunity. And as we age, the cells become weak, and the WBC cells also weaken. So aging is one of the vulnerable ages where people are having or witnessing weakened immunity. So this is our entire life cycle approach towards immunity. You know what is your age. Now let's place yourself in these categories. Go ahead. In these categories and see where we are. Now, if I were to fit myself into this flow chart and understand what are the parameters which I am exposed to, I would be able to exactly say that, have I done justice to my system or have I compromised my immune function? So if I'm one of those who've had a really hectic and stressful lifestyle, that means there are lots and lots of free radicals which are formed in my body, and my immune system is getting weakened. On top of it, if there is a good exposure of junk food, which is micronutrient deficient, that also adds on to reducing the immunity. On top of it, it will lead to weight gain, which is nothing but obesity, or different kinds of unhealthy diets if we are using, or we are continuously sitting and doing our jobs. Our job is continuously working on the system, so we are very sedentary and we don't make any effort to do any exercise. That's when we are also becoming more vulnerable to weakened or compromised immunity. The other parameters which add on to it is any kind of stress. So if I have chronic stress because of my financial status or my family problems, or physiological stress of obesity or some hormonal imbalances, or am I sleep deprived? See, in this lockdown, all of us have really binge watched a lot of TV, and what is compromised really is our sleep. So we see that people are awake in the wee hours of night and they end up getting late in the morning, getting up late in the morning. So we do not realize that this kind of a circadian rhythm disturbance, when you're not getting the right kind of biological balance in sleep, you are making a lot of stress into the body. Now, this is a physiological stress, and this triggers a lot of hormonal imbalance, which ultimately affects your immune system. So the first key to this would be regularizing our discipline and sleeping on time in the right circadian rhythm, so that we get the best benefit of hormonal and metabolic balance. Then comes alcohol abuse. Now, since we are all depressed, the so-called depressed, so we are really not meeting our friends much. So we'd like to have a nice drinking session, maybe virtually, with all our friends and connect with them. But we do not realize that, alcohol is really impacting our liver badly, and that is causing the immune function to weaken. Or any kind of abuse in the form of no exercise or excessive exercise can also be harmful. So keep these parameters in mind and try and see that, is any of these abuse impacting you? Are you also falling victim to any of these parameters, so that you can actively correct this and have a healthy immune system vis-a-vis a compromised one? Next slide, please. Okay, so now let's understand that what has this current pandemic taught us. From last year to this year, the kind of change that we have seen in the strains of COVID-19, we've seen very, very healthy people also falling sick. And it's very depressing to see that people in the age group of 35 to 45 desaturating in the hospital, coming to the ICUs, not able to make it on a ventilator, also not maintaining saturations. And this is the population we so assume to be healthy compared to a person who's 55 plus, right? Now, this healthy immune system is not really healthy in the so-called age frame, because all the previous abuses that we've discussed have been present in these cases. 35 to 55 years age group, these 20 years of age group, the people would be sleep deprived, they are very sedentary, they would be overweight, they're eating unhealthy, they have smoking, alcohol, all the possible dependencies that we can think of. And this is why our healthy immune system is getting impacted. So what exactly we have to do if we are in the similar age group? We have to strengthen our internal coverage by following these things. So first important thing is ensuring that we do not suffer from any micronutrient deficiency. And that can be ensured by eating adequate amount of fruits and vegetables. Now, what would be adequate would be, as you can see in the picture, there are 6-7 colors of vegetables. So ensure that every day you have 5 fruits or vegetables that you consume so that you get the best of the vitamin mineral mix. Now, the first line of infection is through the hands. Hands can be the source of infection to eyes, nose, and mouth. So make sure you wash your hands and do not touch any part of your face before washing the hands thoroughly. Even if you've touched something as simple as a lift button or a railing of the staircase or just your car door handle, anything can be a good source of infection. So ensure the moment you step inside, you thoroughly wash your hands with soap and water. If at all that's not available, you can use a sanitizer because that's equally good. And ensure that you do not touch anything without washing your hands. The third important parameter is exercise every day. Exercise tends to improve your lean body mass, which is the main source of boosting your immunity. Also ensure that you drink a lot of water so that the toxins can be removed on a regular basis from our body. Making sure that the sleep is adequate and in the right hours of the biological cycle so that we do not really have a hormonal imbalance of our enzymes and vital nutrients in the body just because we were sleep deprived. And stay away from smoke, be it active or passive. Next slide, please. So once we keep this in mind, what really happens in spite of all this if we precipitate an infection? Now, the infection is airborne, so easily any one of us can get infected. There are studies which show that the infection can be carried through the sewage lines. And if you have an infected person above and below your apartment, you can easily get the infection through the sewage line. So you don't really have to step out, but the infection can come in otherwise. So what really happens when you precipitate an infection? So first thing is, do not ignore your signs and symptoms. Ensure that you have taken adequate therapeutic treatment for the infection. This would mean that boosting your immuno-boosting system by taking adequate amount of vitamins and minerals, specifically vitamin C, zinc, vitamin B12, and vitamin D. Some form of warm herbal preparations, not the herbal as in, those powders which are available in the market, something natural like a ginger honey, warm water drink, or your coffee or, ginger coffee, or you can even have cardamom coffee. You can have your milk latte, turmeric latte, which is nothing but your haldi doodh. So these things can boost your immunity. And if you are sure of the vital nutrients coming to you in the purest form in some nutraceutical products, please go for it. What really happens in an infection is it starts from the nasal cavity to the throat. So when you have picked up the infection, this is the time you wouldn't really see any symptoms. So this is the entry into the host. And as soon as it reaches a safer place, it proliferates in a multifold fashion. And that is when you see a protein translation into the body. And then it gets into your upper respiratory tract and then gets into your GI tract as well. So this disease typically can affect all your organs. So you have to be very, very sure that you take all possible precautions to first enhance your immunity. If you've precipitated the infection, ensuring that the right kind of nutrition is given at the right time. Next slide, please. So are these macro and micronutrients really needed to support one's immunity? Yes, definitely. Because if your immunity or your soldier cells are strong enough, they can really fight out and you can come out of the infection very well. We've seen umpteen number of cases where, two brothers from the same family or siblings from the same family have responded differently to the same infection, and one could really succumb to the infection, the other made it home. So you really have to bang on your immunity than anything else. Next slide, please. Now, what are these macronutrients? The first most vital macronutrient is our proteins. Now, proteins are directly the ingredient which is taking care of our fighter cells. So the better the protein status we have, the better would be the fighting capacity of our lymphocytes to fight these bacterial and viral infections. So what really happens is when you have all the essential amino acids in your body in the adequate amount, this is able to really fight out the infection that has entered into your body and empowers the immune system. Now, if during the infection you're not able to eat anything because of profuse vomiting or some stomach upset or loss of taste, loss of appetite, still the body's good nutrition would take care of those 2-3 days of bad food intake, but ensure that you quickly get back to your good protein intake so that you are able to have a good immunity. Immunity is not developed overnight. Immunity is something which is a lifestyle which we have to take care of ourselves so that, that preparedness is there when we pick up any kind of infection. Next slide, please. Now, what really happens when proteins get enough vitamins and minerals? These vitamins and minerals are meant to be protective in our body, and some of them have a very good antioxidant role. Now, when we say antioxidant, it basically means that any kind of inflammation or oxidation that is happening in the body due to the viral attack, these minerals and vitamins have an additional role that they can play, and they are able to scavenge the infection completely. So let's talk about few of these vitamins and minerals. Next slide, please. These are an integral part of our immune system. And apart from their basic role, like you have the B complex vitamins, which has their basic role as an enzyme in a lot of catabolic and anabolic pathways. In addition, they also have a role in bringing down the fatigue, bringing the energy boosting in the body. So the infection in severity can be reduced. The vitamins like vitamin A, D, C, E, and B6, along with B12, folate, zinc, iron, copper, selenium, and magnesium, have an additional protective role in fighting these infections. So they play a very, very important role in synergistically attaching themselves in immune response to any kind of infection. Next slide, please. Yeah, so this slide looks a little complicated, but let's not get into the complication part of it. I'd like to show you that how we in this hospital have been able to manage so many thousands of patients and discharge them home in a healthy fashion. So you have your vitamin C and vitamin D, which has its regular requirement in the body for the regular functions that they carry. But when you have any kind of viral infection, their requirement becomes many-fold. And what happens is, at one side, you have the virus multiplying at a rapid speed, and we do not have enough immunoboosting property to combat that multiplication. So what happens is it gets into the body, it creates a complete havoc. It's like you have a bunch of children entering the playroom and, creating a mess there. So you need those many kind of helpers, those many number of helpers to ensure that each child is taken care of and is engaged so that they don't create a mess. So similar is the function that our immunoboosters do. So when we have any infection multiplying rapidly, something similar to a COVID infection, it gets into the body, it creates a havoc and creates a lot of inflammation, and all your inflammatory markers will become haywire. So these inflammatory markers are your C-reactive protein, your D-dimer, LDH, ferritin, IL-6. So these will increase many-fold. Now, what happens is on one side, you have the rapidly multiplying bacteria, and on the other side, you have such high inflammatory markers, which are also called as the cytokines. So there is a complete storm in the body, and we get into a complete shutdown. But if at the same time, we are able to give very high doses of vitamin C. They take care of the infection that has entered into the body, arrest the cytokine storm, and bring it down. So this is how the entire complicated flow chart can be simplified if we timely intervene and give these immunoboosters to our patients in spite of building their immunity, so that they can easily come out of the infection without getting into an organ failure due to the cytokine storm. Next slide, please. Yeah. So what are the roles of these minerals and vitamins in our body? We all know that vitamin A is very vital for our vision. In addition to the vision, it also helps to improve our innate and adaptive immunity. Could you recollect the first slide that we had about the innate and adaptive immunity? So vitamin A plays a vital role in enhancing those immunities. In addition, we also have B6, which is pyridoxine, which will maintain the blood cell functions. Now, at one side, when you have the infections, and because of the infection, the inflammatory markers are increasing, your blood volume is trying to cater to the infection. Our lymphocytes are trying to fight it out. Their number is continuously decreasing because they are fighting out the infection. So there we need something to maintain the blood cell volume and the blood cell functions, and B6 does it beautifully. Then comes our folate, B9, B12, and vitamin C. They form a protective edge along with our lymphocytes, the fighter cells. So they help in creating these body proteins, and along with a good protein intake and these vitamins and minerals together, the immunity boosting power and building up cell capacity and tissues becomes strengthened. Vitamin D, on the other hand, along with the calcium, takes care of our bone health. So this gives us the strength to fight out the infection. And it's very, very important that these infections are arrested at the right time. So intervening with the right dose of vitamin D is something that we need to look into. Next slide, please. Then comes the minerals. Now, our specific minerals like zinc has a very important role in immunity, apart from its regular functions of maintaining the cell wear and tear. It also helps in killing the unwanted cells. So with your lymphocytes, you have the zinc lining, which has the scavenging property of getting into phagocytosis. Phago would mean eating away the viral bodies. So that reduces the viral load. So it's important that you ensure the right dose of zinc in your nutraceutical product that you have. And this is not something like 5 mg or 10 mg. You actually get something which is in tune to 45 to 50 milligrams on a daily basis when you have active COVID infection. Similarly, we have other minerals like iron, magnesium, selenium, and zinc, which apart from their regular function have a very important role in boosting immunity by strengthening the lymphocytes, by synthesizing better immunoglobulin status, by creating a antioxidative situation to have better immune response and maintain the immunocompetence of the body. Next slide, please. Now, this is another very crowded slide just to give you an idea that this small tablet that you may take, which may have a concoction of all these vitamins, minerals, can have so much of important role to play in each of the pathogenic pathway that we are understanding. So when you take a good amount of vitamin C, D, E, B6, and B12, along with folate, iron, and zinc, it reduces your response and enhances the antioxidant property. It impacts your cellular response, reduces the oxidative burst, and self-protects the body and the cells. It allows the immune cell proliferation, differentiation, and arrests the infection. It has very strong antimicrobial property. It also gives you the humoral immunity. So it strengthens our memory cells, which tells us that this kind of infection had come maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or 1 month prior, and they form appropriate antibodies, which can prevent you from developing the same infection later. So to strengthen that kind of humoral memory cells in the immunity is vitally done when you have adequate amount of these minerals and vitamins. It also has a very important role to play in your cell-mediated immunity and T-cell proliferation. So overall, when we take adequate amount of these vitamins and minerals, we have an overall coverage of good immunoboosting power to prevent in getting reinfected. Next slide, please. Now, why is it very important for us to look at this pandemic right now? Because most of us have got into the abuse of sedentary behavior. We are sitting most of the times, we are not going out. Our routines have changed, so our sleep has impacted. Our eating pattern has changed. And if we see that among the masses, the maximum number of sales has gone up for chips, biscuits, wafers, and all the junk that's possible. Why are we not investing in good health and buying nutraceutical products and buying better proteins for our body, so that we can fight out this crisis by boosting the body's defense mechanism and resistance to infection? It also helps you to modulate an immune function significantly, to enhance the pathogenic fighting ability of the white blood cells or your lymphocytes, and support various cellular functions, which will have a positive impact on your innate and adaptive immunity. Next slide, please. So what we really have to look at is, on a daily basis, when we eat our food, we pick up a plate and fill our plate with healthy food. Now you have a choice that you can make a mountain of rice or biryani and just eat it up, or you can divide your plate into equal portions, whereby you make sure that you have a limited portion of carbohydrates, a good portion of fruits and vegetables, a significant portions of proteins in your diet, and minimal portions of fat and sugar. What typically happens is we find a plate full of donut with some ice cream, with some bread, Nutella, things like these, which is just carbohydrate and simple carbohydrate. So what we have to make sure is we eat all the vital nutrients in good quantity, so that we get the benefit of good immunobooster. Now, why is sugar the real culprit here is, when we ingest anything which is high in sugar, our body for the next 30 minutes would not be able to absorb any other vital vitamin or mineral. So it's important that you keep your simple carbohydrates, sugars to a minimal level, so that we allow better assimilation of the other minerals and vitamins into the cells. Next slide, please. Now we have Ms. Jyoti, who's going to tell us more about the product range that Amway has to offer.
Sure. Thank you so much, Dr. Priyanka. It was a wonderful session. Justine, I can project. You want me to project, or like, is it like, okay?
Yeah,
okay.
You can project. Yeah.
Sure. Just a second. Hope my screen is visible.
Yes.
Okay. So hello everyone, once again, good evening. This is Jyoti joining from Amway marketing team. And of course you heard Dr. Priyanka, and she told us some really wonderful and very informative things about immunity, what we can do about immunity support right now. And talking about particularly from, a nutrient aspect, and that too from nutrient aspect, like what particular solutions from Nutrilite are relevant right now, given all this context. So I'll just take few minutes from there and talk about it. And then towards the end, we can take some questions or queries as we have. So protein, this is, of course, this has always been there. Protein is more like a foundation nutrient, and which has a very important role whenever we talk about whether it's cell repair, maintenance, and our growth, and overall throughout our life stage, throughout our life cycle, we need this important nutrient. But of course, this nutrient, which we know all right now, even more importantly, we know it has very important role to play when it comes to immunity support also. So it is like very, very important to support it support help building the immune cells, because as protein is responsible for all these cells and tissues in the body, it's responsible for new formation, for their growth, for their maintenance. And when we talk about cells and tissues, of course, it does take care of our immunity cells also. So having said that, of course, protein is a very important nutrient when it comes to immunity support, and certainly too little protein in everyday diet may lead to poor immunity. So we need to ensure that our protein intake is in place for sure, and currently it has become even more important. And we all know, like, body does not store any excess protein. So if we are, on a particular day, if we feel we have taken adequate amount of protein, but we should be knowing that this protein doesn't get stored in the body. So we need to ensure that we take this adequate quantity every day. And here, we just talk about, on an average, you need protein as 1 gram per kg of your ideal body weight. So roughly we can understand, like, if a body weight of a person should be around 60 kgs, or net the demand or the requirement for protein will range somewhere in the range of 60 gram or so per day. So of course, healthy diet is one of the best way to ensure that, but certainly most of the times our diet falls short of the required amount of protein. And here APP, Nutrilite All-Plant Protein, can be a very good choice to supplement our regular diets, where just 1 scoop gives us 8 gram of protein with no added sugar. It's a complete 100% plant-based protein, and certainly very easy to digest also. So of course, we all know last year we talked about this wonderful campaign, like protein. Though of course it is important to ensure adequate amount of protein in every diet, but especially regarding supplementation when it comes to habit forming, because it's all part of how we form the habits and all. Otherwise, there are like big chances of missing its consumption and intake and all. We will normally miss to take it out, or we just forget about it. So how we can form it as a habit? So there we learned a lot, ensuring adequate amount of protein during breakfast, how it can help, go and support very important functions, including energy, including beauty angle, given that skin and hair health, and of course our total cells and tissues recovery also. So consuming adequate amounts, of probably just adding a scoop of protein and during breakfast is certainly a great idea to ensure that our protein intakes are in place for the day. So, and protein, as we all know, Nutrilite protein is being neutral in taste. So you can add to any food or beverage of your choice, maybe any shake which you are taking, or buttermilk or chach, or maybe if you're preparing some curry or dosa, that can be added to batter also. So any kind of meal, or if you are having some oats, milk with oats or something like that, again, you can add a scoop there also. So being neutral in taste, it doesn't affect the food of the taste or the beverage, and it can be conveniently added to any food or beverage of the choice. Of course, for kids also, we can add it, because as we said, Nutrilite All-Plant Protein is recommended for children 5 years and above. So for kids also, to ensure this nutrient intake, it's a very good idea to include in their daily diet. Of course, protein is needed for everyone. So certainly we have a lot of myths, and we normally say, it is needed for gym goers, and when you are like going for exercising or gym, then there's something you need supplementation. Certainly not. Protein is something which is needed by everyone in the family throughout the life stage, whether you are growing kid, whether you are like a female or male of the house, or even most importantly when you're aging also, because naturally when a person starts to age, even as good as after the age of 30 itself, our body starts to lose its muscle mass, day by day, year by year. There is some loss in the muscle mass naturally. So to arrest that, to ensure that that loss is minimum as possible, we need to ensure that we consume adequate amount of protein every day. Another important flagship product, which is certainly very, very relevant in this point in time, is, of course, we all know after protein, it's Daily. Daily, as we all know, Nutrilite Daily, it's a multi-mineral, multivitamin product. So, right now we are all listening how important these micronutrients are. So protein is more of a macronutrient, foundation nutrient, and just like carbs. But vitamins and minerals, when we talk about, micronutrients, which we need in a relatively small quantity, but they are becoming very, very important. In fact, these are some of the top choices, or something like top recommendations, which doctors are also giving for immunity support, like write your vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin A, E, and B complex vitamins, minerals like zinc and selenium, copper. Their supplementation is certainly recommended to keep our immunity levels healthy. So, of course, we all know these 12 immunity nutrients have particularly been identified, as I just showed you on the screen: vitamin A, B6, B9, B12, C, D, and E, and minerals like zinc, iron, magnesium, selenium, and copper. So what is the best way and most affordable and convenient way, most importantly, because, normally we know a lot of things, but when it actually comes to consumption, we sometimes become lazy, or we don't know what is the best way to consume that thing. So probably what is one of the best convenient way to
Jyoti?
ensure that, sorry, yeah.
Jyoti, yeah, there's a request. Please go a little slow.
Sure.
There's a
Okay,
request. Yeah.
okay, no worries.
Thank
So,
you.
what is one of the most convenient way of having all these 12 immunity nutrients daily? So, of course, answer is Nutrilite Daily. So, Nutrilite Daily, as we all know, till now, it is a multi-mineral, multivitamin tablet, right? And one tablet gives you 24 vitamins and minerals. And we identified, of course, because when immunity becomes like one of the topmost concern in our last 15 months, particularly. So we did a thorough, research and testing on it, and find that out of these 12 immunity, out of this total 24 vitamins and minerals, which are there in Nutrilite Daily, as good as 12 of them are immunity supporting. So all those 12 nutrients which I just read in the previous slide, vitamin A, B6, B9, B12, C, D, E, and minerals like zinc, iron, copper, selenium, and magnesium, which you are seeing on my screen also. All these 12 micronutrients are known to support immunity, and all of these nutrients are present in Nutrilite Daily. So certainly for healthy individuals who fortunately not having any serious health challenges, but certainly working in the precautionary mode, that how I can best take care of my immunity, this is one of the best support solution, and which best way, which one of the best way which we can do for ourselves to support our immunity on daily basis. And out of these 12 immunity supporting nutrients, which I just talked about, as good as 9 of them are at 100% RDA. So as we said, for healthy individuals, normally RDA is something which is recommended, like recommended daily allowance. So 9 of these immunity supporting nutrients, their 100% RDA is covered, which is a fair amount of coverage. So these vitamins and minerals, of course, we all understand immunity is particularly of top concern. But otherwise, as Dr. Priyanka has always, already talking, that immunity is just not a single-leg function. It is not something which works on its own or in independent manner. It is dependent on a lot of factors within our body, including our lifestyle, including our sleeping patterns, eating habits, exercising, and everything. So these vitamins and minerals, of course, they do help with immunity support by giving all that required amount of, we can say, fuel to the body, something like that. But these vitamins and minerals are important for other important body functions also. So any important body function which we can think of in our body, including nervous system, including our thyroid function, our mental performance, and our energy yielding metabolism, how our energy levels are during the day, and our healthy bones, our healthy vision or eyesight, or even to have a beautiful looking hair and skin. So anything which we can think of, any critical function or any important well-being kind of thing for our body. So certainly vitamins and minerals are something which are certainly an important role to play. So all of these nutrients which you're seeing on the screen, they're all covered in Nutrilite Daily. As we said, one tablet contains 24 vitamins and minerals. Out of them, as good as 12 of them are known to support immunity. Of course, apart from these 24 vitamins and minerals, Nutrilite Daily comes with phytonutrient advantage also. What does it mean, phytonutrients? Basically, they are exclusive plant-based concentrates, which are being taken from our Nutrilite organic farms. And there are 6 of these plant concentrates which are included in every Nutrilite Daily tablet, which are acerola cherry, alfalfa, spinach, carrot, watercress, and parsley. So all these 6 plant concentrates are included in Nutrilite Daily, which certainly provide, further with antioxidant benefits and net help to further support our immunity. So as we say, 24/12 immunity, that support your immunity, because immunity is not something which I can just do something now at a, in a moment and I'll be taken care of. No, it's more like a lifelong thing which goes along with us, depending on a lot of factors. So of course, we need to work around, supporting our immunity, taking care of our immunity 24 hours a day. It is something which we need to work on like day on day, like 12 months in a year. So this is what concept of 24/12 immunity is all about. And here how Nutrilite Daily can be helpful. Nutrilite Daily, because it contains 24 vitamins and minerals in one tablet. Out of them, 12 are as good as known to support immunity. So this is the concept of 24/12 immunity. which we launched last year, this campaign, and we have released a lot of informative materials, communications, videos around it. So this is the idea which we can promote. And of course, we can include this supplements in our daily diet to support our immunity. Another important launch, or one of the best launch which we just had recently is vitamin C product, Nutrilite Vitamin C Cherry Plus, as we all know, right? This product was launched in March itself. And this is a very exclusive and, very differentiating product as compared to the previous vitamin C, as we all know, because this one comes with, first of all, extended release mechanism. And extended release, when we say, it is more like it provides us with the immunity support for 8 hours. So vitamin C normally, as we know, it's a water soluble vitamin, right? So normally whenever we consume, any excess is just flushed out of the body. But in this case, being extended release, it is based on a particular science-based technology where this amount is released at the regular intervals to ensure that this nutrient is properly consumed, properly absorbed in our body. And we need to know this thing because this one tablet contains 400 mg of vitamin C, right? So it is particularly recommended only for people who have weakened immunity, who have, like these symptoms like frequent cough and cold, and they're just prone to these kinds of issues very frequently. And of course, this product is recommended for 18 years and above of age. So as we all know, this vitamin C Cherry Plus, wonderful product. It's a mix of natural acerola cherry extract and ascorbic acid. So these two ingredients are the prime one which goes into the product. So why extended release, as we already talked about, because it gives us 8 hours immunity. When we say 8 hours of release, which does not mean it will support our immunity only for 8 hours. No, it doesn't work like that. 8 hours release means for 8 hours that product will be there, and it will continue to release some quantity of vitamin C at regular intervals in the body, so that the amount of 400 mg is like reasonably absorbed, reasonably utilized in our body to give maximum impact. And as we said, in terms of sources, this product comes with acerola cherry, which is one of the nature's most concentrated source of vitamin C. And it has been taken from our own Nutrilite farms from Brazil. So this acerola coming from Brazil, Nutrilite farms, organic farms. So of course, it is meant for people with weakened immunity. 1 tablet per day is sufficient, which provides 400 mg of vitamin C. Roughly in terms of food, it's equate to 9 oranges. We can understand like 1 tablet gives you the goodness of 9 oranges or 8 lemons. And of course, it's completely safe as it doesn't contain any artificial color, flavor, preservatives or sweeteners. What is extended release? As we already talked about, because vitamin C being water soluble, so normally what happens, any excess amount which we take, it gets flushed out of the body through our channels, like through your sorry, I hope I'm audible. Yeah. Okay. So, that gets flushed out of the body. But in this case, being an extended release mechanism, which means it is based on a scientific technology through which, this large dose does not get just excessively flushed out of the body, but in fact, it is being released at a particular level, released at particular frequencies and intervals, and get utilized in the body so that our body gets the maximum benefit out of it and get utilized in an appropriate manner. So this is just a, like a graphic representation. What does this mean of steady release? At regular intervals, this vitamin C is getting released into the body and being available in the body for utilization and absorption. So yeah, this is just another graphical way of showing that how this mechanism of extended release work. As you can see on the graph, this is much more sustainable way of extended release. While instant release, it will just give you a rush in the body at one go, and then probably any excess amount will be flushed or removed from the body. Another great launch has been Chyawanprash, as we all know, which has been launched before vitamin C in the month of Feb. And it is a time-tested Ayurvedic medicine to help support with the immunity, right? So Chyawanprash is again one of the best products which offers primary benefit of immunity support. It helps combat cold and cough. It rejuvenates the body with regular use and keep the energy levels high. Along with it, it does have some additional benefit like, to support digestion and ease respiratory discomfort. And it's also known to support your memory and heart health also. So certainly it has many benefits to offer. Chyawanprash, which is an age-old Ayurvedic remedy to support our immunity. And what does make our Chyawanprash better is because, as we have been all talking about it, it is made with 16 organic ingredients. So 16 of the ingredients which are used in Chyawanprash are completely organic in nature. And this product does not come with any preservatives. It's free of any preservatives. And it comes with the PSP story of the herbs. Pure PSP, when we say, it means each of these ingredients which goes into the product has been ensured for its purity, for its safety, as well as for its potency. Another important point is that this Chyawanprash is certified by EcoCert. So EcoCert is a very reputed program under National Program for Organic Production, right? And which gives an EcoCert certification basically for only the organic ingredients which goes into the product. And this Chyawanprash from Nutrilite has this EcoCert certificate. Suggested uses is all we know, like for adults, it is like recommended to be 1 teaspoon, which can be taken twice a day. And for children, we can have half teaspoon, basically half the dosage, and again to be consumed twice a day. Now, talking about few more relevant products which we have in immunity space. So Tulsi, as we all know from our NTHR range, one of the top choice when it comes to immunity support, where we say 1 Tulsi tablet gives you the goodness of 100 dried organic Tulsi leaf extract. So this is again one of the very like a potential choice when we are looking for our daily immunity support. Another important product is VMS, Vasaka, Mulethi, and Sursa, which basically help to support respiratory health in particular. And it does have those anti-inflammatory benefits, and it serves as an antioxidant also. So again, it's a great product when it comes to support respiratory health. Another product which is like really great for immunity support is Ashwagandha. Ashwagandha, as we all know, again from NTHR range, it is helpful in supporting immunity also. In addition, it helps to support vitality. It helps to, ease out the stress levels, calm the nervous system, and revitalize the body also. Echinacea, another popular choice from the Nutrilite portfolio, which comes with Echinacea is basically, it's an organically grown ingredient, which is found at Trout Play Farms in America. It has been sourced from the Nutrilite Organic Farms from US. And each serving, which is recommended as 3 tablets, it gives you 290 mg of Echinacea. And certainly it is known to support immune health and body's natural resistance. So again, it's a great choice when we are looking for supporting our immunity and natural resistance of the body. Garlic is another one which can help to boost immunity function. So basically, as we know, this Nutrilite garlic contains allicin. So allicin is basically the main active ingredient, in garlic. It's an active ingredient which is called allicin. And again, this ingredient is known to boost the disease fighting response of our body. So basically our white blood cells in the body, which are responsible for fighting off infections, it helps to boost their response. So which certainly help in fighting our infections better. And yeah, so daily recommended serving is of 2 tablets per day, which provides roughly 600 mg of garlic powder. So yeah, okay. So these were just a quick update, like when we are talking of immunity support, so which are the probably, top choices or the potential solutions which we can look from, particularly from Nutrilite portfolio. And now I'll request to Jasleen again to take over the virtual stage. And of course, we can have few queries or concerns, anything which is coming up. Over to you, Jasleen.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jyoti, for beautifully explaining the products that we have and also correlating with what exactly is needed for us during these times also. So I can see there are some questions. You can tell me once. So yeah, Jyoti, I think you can help us with this. So once we open the herbal products like Tulsi or Vasaka Mulethi, is there a time limit for us to finish it, to consume it?
So normally there is, for any product is recommended to consume within like 3 months or so. But having said that, it does not affect the efficacy of the product or the kind of results of the product. But the only thing is, sometimes being natural products or natural ingredients, and also sometimes the color may change a bit, and we may say it may become darker, over the time period. So, but that is not a cause of concern or something. But yeah, this is just something we should know, because these being natural ingredients, sometimes, over the oxidation process and all, so they do get darkened over a period of time, but that doesn't affect certainly from a consumption perspective or so. So, yeah.
Okay, I think doctor can help us with this question. So, Dr. Priyanka, there's this question, even we generally talk a lot about stress. So nowadays, how stress is affecting our body. Even when we talk about skin, we say stress is having a lot of negative effects on the skin. So can you please explain what exactly happens to us when we say that body is at stress? So somebody really wants to understand that.
Okay. See, something as simple as you're driving a two-wheeler or a four-wheeler and suddenly somebody comes from any side. Okay. So you experience a sudden, hot gush. You feel that, you become suddenly tensed. This is nothing but a kind of rapid antioxidant released into your body, which releases adrenaline rush into your body. Some amount of stress is okay. Like the excitement for your, good results, if at all you've got, or when you are awaiting something nice and it comes to you, your long waited possession. So that kind of stress is okay. Stress to some extent is good because it gives you a good adrenaline rush. But the moment it tries to take over your control system in the body, that's when all that rapid free radicals are formed, and that blocks the passages of the body and causes a lot of inflammation. So when we talk of different kinds of stress, it could be physiological stress that is inside the body. If I'm somebody who's say 20 kgs more than the weight I should be bearing, so what happens is for every small activity like tying my shoelaces to making an effort to run or do things at a faster pace is a stress for the body, which is physiological. Or lack of sleep, and due to whatever reason, not getting enough sleep or a lot of screen exposure, my brain is not getting enough rest to come to the sleep mode, and I'm very alert at night. So those are also causing a lot of physiological stress, which directly may not be related to fatigue. Now, stress is a lot of mental tension which is going in, or emotionally we are all stressed. What if, when I pick up the phone, my near and dear one is, needing an ICU bed or is on ventilator or desaturating. So these are different examples of various kinds of stress that we can have. Now, simple things that we have to keep in mind is we have to not let this stress supersede our control points. So we have to make sure that that stress is within the limit. How do we control that? By exercise. When we exercise, we are challenging our heart to get into a healthy heart rate. So that sort of reduces the impact of the physiological stress of sleepless nights, of not eating healthy, of being overweight, or eating unhealthy items in the diet, or emotional stress. You could also do some kind of meditation, do things that you enjoy, maybe cooking, or maybe some kind of painting, drawing, singing. These are very, very good ways of de-stressing yourself. So try engaging in them, and they have a lot of deep impact in your body. I hope I answered it correctly, or you have any more doubts?
Thank you so much, doctor. I'm sure Arpit would definitely understand now how stress works, because we talk about it a lot in all our sessions. So I'll just quickly see, there are many questions, but let me see which one can we take now. Yes, this is one good question. Doctor, you can help us with this. So now, because specifically during this pandemic, everybody is taking a lot of nutraceuticals, taking a lot of vitamins and minerals. So is it a myth that if we take a lot of vitamins and a lot of supplements, our body gets a lot of heat? Is it true?
See, if you're taking things like a lot of haldi in the form of haldi tablets, or you are taking natural ingredients like giloy, mulethi in a very concentrated form, which you are not very sure of the dosages. This typically happens when you go to a herbal or Ayurvedic shop and you really don't know, and the ingredients are not disclosed. So that's when it can impact you. And suddenly when you start a lot of things, say if you're drinking, say the kadha or the kashaya in a very concentrated form 3 times a day, then suddenly you started introducing a lot of these tablets, multivitamins, you really don't know what's agreeing in your system and what is not. So my recommendation would be try and take all the ingredients in the best natural form. If at all you're buying it in the nutraceutical form, go for trusted brands which have quality control and they really pick up the ingredients from the best possible extent. No matter, you may have to pay a little more extra because quality comes with the price. And see what agrees with your system. Go slow and see the impact. Notice these things.
Okay, doctor. Thank you for answering that. Let me see what else can we take. Yeah, so I think Jyoti, you can help us with this question. So they want to know that now, since we have shown so many different supplements, we have to really think about the budget constraint of the customer. Then what are the top 3 supplements that we can suggest that they get on with?
Can I answer this question? I'm sorry.
Sure, doctor. Please.
See, so many patients come to us and they say that, my parents have come to me to visit me for a vacation, so I'm going for a health check. Now, each health check costs you something close to 5, 6, even 10,000. You're ready to do a CT scan for 12,000, 13,000. So, why do you want to diagnose a problem? Rather, try and arrest the problem with a good nutrient that you can give it to your loved ones. So everybody who has their parents coming to visit them in a metropolitan city goes immediately for a health check. Rather, they should immediately go for correcting the health. And when you don't see the cost there, you really should not see the cost of a good nutritive product. So it should not be just top 3. It should be the, top 10 list that you should identify.
Thank
I'm sorry
you.
if I...
No, it actually makes so much sense, doctor. And coming from you, I think people will take this seriously because it is something so practical that you've mentioned. Thank you for answering that for us. So I think, this question for you, doctor. So what's the tenure when these immunity boosters start to act in the body? So it means if I take this immunity boosters after I have got affected, does it really work? Or should I take all of this continuously, before, so that I don't get affected?
So it's like asking me, if I study for the final exam just a night before, will I get